guys, it's Ray. Today we are going to play with the HTVRont auto heat press again. What we're going to work on today is some little keychains. These are MDF that have been coated for sublimation. So I ordered a kit on Amazon. It came with the keychain rounds, and be aware that each round has a plastic coating on it on the front and the back. So you'll need to carefully remove that prior to use. You should preheat your blanks to remove any moisture. And let's see, I am using, let me grab them. I don't have a sublimation printer yet. I'm going to start saving towards a sublimation setup. If you want to donate to that, if you want to go to my Buy Me a Coffee link, that would be great. If not, no big deal. Eventually I'll get around to it. But I've been buying transfer ink sheets from Amazon, a variety of them. Some of them I've ordered the smaller size, some of them I've ordered bigger ones. Just whatever I like at any given time. So that's just a couple of them. So what I found for these blanks that worked best settings wise, and I did this one too. I did figure out how to get my image cut in the middle, so I did these. Whoops. I'm doing all mom ones basically. But you remove the negative from the image. Here, I'll show you the last one we have to do. You cut it mirrored so that it's the right way when you turn it over, and then weed it out. So, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I have just totally lost my train. But this set also came with the tassels. I think there was 20 in this set. Somewhere it did come with, and they might still be in the package. Nope. It did come with jump rings to attach the keychain, and somewhere there's a bag of keychain parts as well. But it came with the chain, it came with the jump ring to attach it, and it came with the tassel. I do not like jump rings, so I used my package of split rings. I recommend having a split ring tool. I just prefer a split ring. I feel like they're more secure, so I also put a split ring on the tassel part as well as to connect the chain to the keychain. I chipped this. I did that. That wasn't like that, so oops. I did get some heat tape in, and don't be like me. I didn't put enough paper down underneath, and I didn't trim around something, so when I went to press it, I pressed it into my surface of my pad. My mistake. So what I found for settings that worked for these really well was 385 for 60 seconds per side. So that's actually already what I'm set at. I'm going to turn it on to auto, and I'm going to let it heat up. I'm going to remove this one. So you have your hole in your keychain. Wipe them down with a cloth as well. After they've you pre-press them, let them cool, and then you can wipe it off with a cloth. So this one might be a little bit big. I'm just trying to get it lined up pretty well. And I'm handling the back side. I should not be handling the back side because you don't want to touch anything sublimation with your hands so you don't transfer any oils and things. But I'm going to use heat tape to secure these to the paper underneath. That way they don't slide around on me. I ordered the heat tape, but I didn't order a dispenser for it, so I just have a bunch of pieces cut on my desk right now. So I'm going to let this come up to temp. It will beep and let me know. And the auto feature really isn't necessary for this because I'm only going to press twice, but I figured we'll show that anyways. So once it's up to temp, I will come back. So I'm getting close to up to temp, so I'm going to go ahead and come back in for a minute. You want several pieces of paper, cardstock or butcher paper, parchment paper, something underneath to protect your pad. And then you're going to want butcher paper or parchment for the top. So I have that. But to assemble one of these quick, I'm going to have my 2 split rings I need. And some keychain parts. And I don't know if these are the keychain parts that came with this or not, because I had my box of things out. It is, because these are the split rings it came with that I don't want to use. So, or the jump rings, excuse me. I prefer split rings. So, I'm going to open up my split ring, hopefully wide enough to not scratch. And I should be able to feed on the keychain part. Oh my goodness. Every time I try and assemble a keychain on video, I go through this. And then just to feed it on. A split ring is like a miniature keychain. A jump ring is just an open single loop. But to me, the open single loop is more vulnerable than a split ring. So but that's it. And I nicked this one too. That's just me. Just not being as careful as I could be. The jump rings would be easier to assemble here. Maybe I'll do one that way and test the strength of it. But, alright, so I am up to temp. I have these taped in place on the paper. I'm going to take my parchment and lay it on. And remember, I am in auto, so it should automatically close and do its thing. I also do have larger split rings somewhere, which might make a difference as well. So, but see, a jump ring is just a single open loop. But I would definitely not use those on the tassel. And there we go. So this is going to be hot, obviously. Pull my parchment out. So I did buy myself some heat gloves also, for safety's sake. Sublimation should be done in a relatively well ventilated area. Oh, and that one failed. Lovely. This one worked fine. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it failed or not. I forgot. This was that like palish marbly color, because I can see on the paper all of the ink is infused. So it was probably just a bad choice for the white blank. Some of these have a lot of white to them, so that one's just a bit of a waste. But look at the vibrancy of that one. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one, even though it's not going to be perfect. You can see this does apply quite a bit of pressure. And I'm going to put these back down in different spots. So that was silly to turn them all over at once. I mean, this is that, I believe, because I only have 3 circles cut, so it has to be. So remember, I have it on auto, and it's going to automatically go when I close the tray. Okay, so there we go, and I still bled a little bit. Very, very hot. So really, cover this better. Don't be like me. Oh, see? Look how vibrant the back side came out. Something definitely went wrong on the front. Which is weird because there was no ink left on the paper, so I don't have an explanation for that. It's really a shame because that came out really pretty. Except for I don't really like the pixelated print on this to begin with. Quick and easy keychains using ready-made sublimation papers. A kit from Amazon for the keychain parts. And there you go. You can't see the green one, can you? This was like a tie-dye-ish package. And then this was part of my floral pack. This was a marble one from that initial pack I bought, but that one's trash. So that is it for this. I'm trying, I'm learning, but this machine definitely does work for this type of sublimation. So there you go. Thanks for watching.